Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to unlock a really powerful secret that honestly your competitors are probably ignoring. We're talking about how to turn your online reputation from just some passive score into your most active and most effective marketing tool. We're breaking down a three-part framework that's designed to turn that reputation into real revenue.
So let's just start with a question that really gets to the heart of all this. What would you do differently if you knew that almost every single potential customer was making their final decision based on what they find about you online?
Because, well, that's pretty much the reality we're all living in. A staggering 94% of consumers say that positive reviews make them more likely to choose a business. When a number gets that high, it's not a trend anymore. It's just the fundamental way trust is built these days. But, and this is a big but, there is a catch. Those amazing reviews you work so hard to get, they kind of have a shelf life. In this super fast-paced digital world, trust isn't something you just earn once and you're done. No, you have to keep refreshing it over and over. So how short is that shelf life? Well, a massive 85% of consumers believe that any review older than just 3 months is no longer relevant. Just think about that for a second. A review from last quarter might as well be from last decade in a customer's mind. So this creates what we can call the 90-day trust window. It's this critical time period where customers see reviews as recent, relevant, and most importantly, trustworthy. If you fall outside this window, you pretty much risk becoming invisible. And here you can see exactly why that window is so crucial. See, reviews aren't just some last-minute thing people check before they buy. No, they're consulted at every single stage of the buyer's journey. And just look at that consideration phase, 71%. That is the moment a customer is making their shortlist. And if your reviews aren't fresh, you're not even going to make the cut. Okay, so you need this constant flow of fresh reviews. But how in the world do you actually make that happen? The answer isn't just to get more reviews. You need a system, a real framework for growth. We like to call this the reputation trinity. It's a really powerful three-part system that covers all your bases. First, you manage the reputation you already have. Second, you systematically build a new one. And third, and this is the key, you actively market that reputation to drive actual business results. All right, let's break that down, starting with strategy number 1, managing your reputation. This is all about turning the feedback you're already getting, the good, the bad, all of it, into a really powerful asset. So why is this so important? Well, because the conversation doesn't just stop when a review is posted. A huge 89% of consumers actively read the business's response to reviews. That means that your response is just as visible and maybe just as important as the original review. The secret to getting this right is a really profound shift in your perspective. You're not just replying to the person who left the comment. You're writing a response for the hundreds, maybe thousands of potential customers who are going to read it later. That changes everything. And it really just breaks down into 2 clear formulas. For a good review, it's about showing gratitude, confirming you're committed to excellence, and giving a clear call to action. For a bad review, it's about taking responsibility right away and moving that conversation offline. In both situations, you're showing all those future customers that you're professional, you're attentive, and you really care. So once you're on top of your existing feedback, the next step is to proactively build your reputation. This is where you stop just waiting for reviews to happen, and you start creating a system that generates a consistent, steady flow of new, positive feedback. The most effective way to do this? An automated funnel. The whole process kicks off right after a customer interacts with you, sending them a timely request by email or text. The absolute key is making it incredibly simple for them to just click a link and share their experience while it's still fresh in their mind. So the goal here is to build a reputation that has both breadth and freshness. You want to be on multiple sites, not just one. You should aim for a good base of at least 10 reviews on each important platform. But above all, you've got to keep them recent. Always be thinking about that 90-day window. And this brings us to the final, and I'd argue the most crucial part of the whole thing, turning all this hard work into actual revenue. Strategy 3 is all about marketing your 5-star reputation. I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Managing and building, they're the foundation, but they don't directly grow your bottom line. You don't make money managing your reputation. You make money by actively marketing it everywhere. For years, the standard has been that lonely, static testimonial page buried somewhere on a website. But let's be real, it's totally broken. Almost nobody ever sees it, the reviews aren't verified, they get stale fast, and there's no call to action to turn that mild interest into an actual lead. The modern solution, though, fixes every single one of those problems. A live review batch streams your latest, verified reviews right onto your site, where 100% of your visitors can see them. They're always fresh, they look great on mobile, and they even have a call to action right there on the review itself. It's a game changer. And this same before and after logic applies to your social media. I mean, why would you post a boring block of text when you can turn that exact same 5-star review into a visually stunning professional story pic? It's engaging, it's easy to read, and it has the built-in authority of those verified review sites. So, these are your 4 core tactics for marketing your reputation. You've got live badges on your website for instant social proof, you've got story pics for social media, you can use retargeting ads that follow visitors around with your 5-star reviews, and you can even create review videos to dominate the search results for your own brand name. So, what's the ultimate payoff for marketing your reputation this effectively? It's not just a little bump. Displaying reviews and social proof in this way can increase your website conversions by a mind-blowing 270%.
And if you happen to sell high-ticket products or services, the impact is even more dramatic. For these bigger purchases, where trust is absolutely everything, that conversion lift can soar to an incredible 380%.
And that brings us to our final, really crucial question. Your online reputation is being built day in and day out, whether you're participating or not. The only real question is, are you the one who's actively shaping it? Because as we've seen today, it's not just some score. It is your single most powerful marketing asset.